How about that? Told you I wasn't lying. This girl's voice could wake the dead. Had someone dig into her background, she's exactly your type. Lila Carter, 23, truck driver's daughter. Her dad got diagnosed with end-stage kidney failure last month, needs a transplant, surviving on dialysis drugs from St. Thomas. She's out here singing just to cover next month's meds. Still 30 grand short. Private loans have her cornered. Clean background, no major label contamination. Most importantly, she's desperate enough. That kind of desperation writes the best country songs and makes your mother's foundation a fortune. So, are you signing her? There's a beast in her eyes. That kind of person can't be tamed with money alone. This is all you get tonight. Customers say your songs are too depressing. Don't bother coming next week.
The contract says weekly pay. This isn't even half. My dad's in the hospital waiting for me to cover the bill.
Don't like it? There's 100 kids with guitars out there. Take it or leave it. Her shows next week, I'll cover them all. Oh, Mr. Whitmore, what brings you here in person?
Mr. Whitmore, I don't need charity.
This isn't charity. It's an investment. Your voice is worth the price.
Rich boy, your old money investments always come at a price. And that price is usually someone's freedom, right? You investigated me?
Think whatever you want. Tomorrow, 10 a.m., my office. Sign the contract. It's called risk assessment. Backbone can't substitute for medicine, Mrs. Carter. I'll be waiting at my office tomorrow.
Lila, the hospital just called. Your dad's meds and surgery fees are fully paid. Even the dialysis slots for the rest of the year are secured. What? Who paid for it? A Mr. Nathaniel went through the Whitmore Foundation's priority channel. Oh my God, he's your lifesaver. No, he's using my dad's life to make me bow. Don't overthink it. Maybe he's just being kind. There's no free lunch in this world. Old money's warmth always comes with a price tag. The medical bill, consider it a loan from you. I'll pay you back at the highest market rate.
You're here. Why not just accept the Foundation's grant?
Because I refuse to be a doll your family packages and parades around. I want commission, not a salary.
Lila, you've got backbone. I'll give you that. But what makes you think your songs can actually make money?
Because my songs made a man who doesn't listen to country, who only reads profit reports, sit in a bar for 2 hours.
Nathaniel, so this is the new toy you found at some bar? Dug up her entire background, I see. What, planning to keep her as a mistress?
Mother, we're discussing business. Please leave.
Miss Carter, is it? I hear your father drives a truck? Our foundation does charity, but we don't throw money away.
Ma'am, I'm here to discuss a business partnership, not to beg.
Business partnership? I've seen plenty of girls in this industry, know exactly what's going on in their heads. If you're smart, take the check and get out of Nashville.
Lila, don't take what my mother said to heart.
Don't take it to heart. In your world, people like us are just trash you can throw money at. Even my dad's illness became your bargaining chip.
I pulled that report to make sure the deal could work. I'm not like her. I'm trying to help you.
How is it any different? You're helping me because you think money gives you control over me, right?
I'm not that bored. Sign the contract. Show up at the studio tomorrow.
I'll sign, but I won't use a single cent of your marketing budget. I'll make it on my own. Perfect! Lila, this song is gonna blow up!
It's a great song, no doubt. But without Whitmore's channels, no radio station will play it.
Then we put it on streaming and hit up radio stations one by one. Everyone's buying chart positions now. We don't have a dime for that. How do we compete? Then I'll sing on the streets, sing at live houses. Someone will hear me.
Lila, take a look at this. Nathaniel's in trouble himself right now. His mother is using this engagement to force his hand.
That's none of my business. We're just business partners.
Really none of your business? The rumor out there is that you're the homewrecker. Nathaniel used his personal authority for your dad's treatment. The board caught wind of it.
It was Nathaniel who offered to help. This is ridiculous!
Old money cares about reputation above all else. Lila, someone wants to blacklist you from the entire...
Blacklist me? Then they'd better buy up every single microphone in America. As long as I have a mic, I'll sing. Well, if it isn't Miss Carter. Hello, Missy Beaumont. I hear you've been handing out demos everywhere like flyers. A country singer who traded her daddy's medical records for Nathaniel's sympathy. And you think you belong in a place like this? Bar singers these days really try to sneak in everywhere. Who are you calling a... Art has levels, but souls don't have class. Is this how the Beaumont elegance works, Miss Beaumont? By putting others down to make yourself shine? Sharp tongue, but do you really think Nathaniel would ever look at someone like you?
Miss Bowman, watch your words.
Nathaniel, you'd actually... for her.
She is my VIP guest and the only signed artist of the Whitmore Group.
Nathaniel, let go.
Don't move. Unless you want tonight to be tomorrow's headline, keep struggling.
Does that make you feel like a hero? Saving the damsel?
Get in. It's raining.
I'm not getting in, Nathaniel. From the very first day, you showed up with my dad's file.
Every time you protect me, you push me into a worse position. I'm trying to help you. One word from Caroline and you're done in Nashville.
That's my problem! I'd rather go back to my small town and sing in dive bars for the rest of my life than be a pawn in your upper-class power games.
I'm not playing games, Lai. I just don't want you to become another Sophie. Lila, it's really you.
Mason, when did you get back to Nashville?
Came back to scrape by. Don't bother looking. Without promotion, our records just collect dust here.
I don't believe that. As long as the songs are good, there's always a way.
Good songs? I wrote 30 of them back then. Every single copyright got bought out for $1. Now I can't even pay rent.
Don't bring these anymore. The Whitmore Group sent word. Whoever sells your music is making enemies with them.
See? This is what capital does! People like us. We're not even ants to them!
No, it's not Nathaniel. It's his mother.
Is there a difference? You think that rich boy is going to defy his family for you? Wake up!
Miss Carter, let's have a chat. Your father's bills at St. Thomas, I've taken them over. You should know what I'm capable of. After all, if Nathaniel could find out, I can dig even deeper.
I borrowed money from Nathaniel. I'll pay it back myself.
That's merely my son's personal loan. But at Whitmore Hospital, I have the authority to terminate all his special medical support next week.
You're threatening me with a sick man's life!
Leave Nashville. Go to New York. This indie label will promote you with everything they've got. In exchange, never see Nathaniel again.
You're that afraid I'll ruin your family's arranged marriage?
I'm simply pulling weeds from the path.
You can refuse.
But I guarantee tomorrow your father gets transferred to the cheapest community clinic.
This New York arrangement is just the first gift I'm giving you. The label manager answers to me. In a city where you have no roots, traps will be waiting at every turn. One wrong step and I have more than enough ways to destroy you forever. You're insane!
Lila, are you all right? What did she say to you?
Nathaniel, we're done.
Mother! What the hell did you say to her?
I simply gave her a chance to chase her dream. New York or stay and destroy everything, she made her own choice.
Stop following me. Your investigation from day one, and your protection now. That's the real poison ruining my life.
Here's your dorm. Leaks are normal. Deal with it.
Compared to that Nashville apartment, this is another universe. June, this is the freedom we earned. As long as I can sing, I'd sleep on the floor.
Don't get too excited. There's an underground music fest next week. Opening act, no pay. You in?
I'm in. As long as there's a stage, I'll sing.
Get off the stage! Nobody wants your soft country crap! We want rock!
Lila, maybe we should just go, country ain't soft. It hits harder than your fists.
In an extreme hostile environment, Lila asserts her musical dominance. You suck! Get off the stage! Your hate fuels my fire! Wah! Genius. This is a real weed, the kind you can't stomp out.
They're screaming your name! Slamming her down! This is just step one. I'll make more people hear me.
Lila, meet the music director of New York's Heir 1 radio station. He loves your new song. Miss Carter, we'd like to push.
But what?
The Whitmore Foundation's rep is in New York.
They said, if you want mainstream media exposure here, you must sign a lifetime ban on performing in the South.
Give up the South? They really think they own the whole country.
From the shadows, Nathaniel emerges. He commands with a gesture. The subordinate retreats in fear. Nathaniel's gaze seals your fate.
That agreement, it wasn't me. It's my mother!
Is there a difference? Nathaniel, from the day you dug up my entire life, you and your family have been haunting me like ghosts!
I've been gathering evidence. I want to end this for good.
Please, just give me a little more time.
See that? Without your charity. I made an entire crowd sing with me. Stay out of my life!
Lila, there are dangers you don't even know about. Caroline has lost her mind.
That's your upper-class problem. It has nothing to do with me.
Lila, stop zoning out. Nathaniel was forced into this. Caroline has dirt on his mother, money laundering evidence.
That has nothing to do with me. I have a live radio broadcast tonight. I'm busy.
Really nothing to do with you? I helped him investigate you back then.
But what you don't know is,
He secretly transferred all your files and hospital debts to his personal name to keep his mother out of it. Now his mother is using damage to corporate interests to impeach him at the board.
why would he be so stupid?
Because he lived through Sophie's death. He can't lose a second time. Tonight's engagement party, it's his final compromise.
That's his choice. And my choice is my stage tonight. Welcome, country music's rising star, Lila Carter. Tonight she'll debut her latest original single.
Farewell to the South.
Thank you, everyone. This song is for someone who's lost inside a golden cage. Goodbye, my South. Thank you, Lila. We'll take a short commercial break. Lila, it's all over the news. There was an explosion at the Metropolitan. Engagement party tonight! Explosion! What about Nathaniel? Caroline went insane. She couldn't stand. Nathaniel calling off the wedding. So she planted explosives in the banquet hall. Tried to kill him and everyone there. Caroline, what about Eleanor? They say Eleanor was completely in the dark beforehand. Caroline is critically injured and under arrest. And Eleanor is using every resource to cover up the truth. Let go of me! I know him! How are the people inside?
This is an active crime scene. Civilians.
Step back! Step back! Lila, you've lost your mind. There are reporters everywhere. You'll be on every front page tomorrow. I don't care about front pages. Nathaniel, where are you?
Lila.
You lunatic! Weren't you supposed to be getting engaged? How did it end up like this?
I didn't get engaged. I turned over all the evidence I'd been collecting in secret to the DOJ. Caroline panicked.
Do you know you almost died?
If trading my life clears my name, if it means I never have to investigate or control anyone again,
If it means I can openly get on my knees and hold you, I don't care.
The media's gone insane. They're saying you single-handedly destroyed the alliance between two old money dynasties for a country singer.
let them talk. The name Whitmore, I've been tired of it for a long time.
Sir, this is bad! Eleanor teamed up with the New York label manager she controls and released fabricated evidence to cover up the money laundering. She's officially issued a nationwide blacklist against Lila Carter, accusing her of corporate espionage and assault. She's claiming Lila masterminded the bombing.
Miss Carter, due to your involvement in corporate espionage and the Metropolitan bombing, per the contract, we're terminating our agreement. All your music copyrights are now ours.
This is a setup! You and Eleanor planned this together!
In the world of capital, evidence is whatever we say it is. No platform in America will touch you now.
Thank you for your hospitality these past months. June, pack your bags. If America won't have me, then I'll go where the world needs voices the most. The International Humanitarian Aid Music Festival in Africa, I'll sing there.
Do you have to go? I can use my personal trust fund to fight this in court for you.
Nathaniel, even now you still default to resources and protection. But this time, I'm going to climb out of this pit with my own voice.
This was my grandmother's independence gift. It's not under the Whitmore Foundation's watch. Take it with you. Wherever you go, once I've handled things here, I will find you.
I'll wait for you. But next time we meet, I don't want you bending down to protect me. I want you standing beside me, on my stage.
Wind blows through the dirt and life keeps sprouting. Wind blows through the dirt and life keeps sprouting. Wind blows through the dirt and life keeps sprouting.
Lila, take a break. You've been hauling supplies. Lila, take a break. You've been hauling supplies for the medical team for 5 hours. Singing here.
This is when I feel truly alive. No corporate scheming, just the purest ears.
Lila! Lila, the festival committee just confirmed. Tonight's satellite signal is connected! Tonight's satellite signal is connected! But the signal is extremely unstable, and no good. The sandstorm's too heavy. We've got a 10-minute window, max. You can't finish in 10 minutes. The global broadcast cuts out.
10 minutes? That's not even enough for 2 songs. Enough. I only need 1 song to tell the world. Lila Carter hasn't been silenced. I'm still alive.
The connection is live.
You forged chains out of gold, thinking you could lock down them, but weeds in the cracks of stone, they still bloom.
Nathaniel, have you lost your mind? You used your grandmother's trust fund's secret relay satellite to give that woman a global broadcast signal?
Grandmother's independent trust belongs entirely to me. It's beyond the family's reach. How I use it is my business.
You think this will save her? I've mobilized every PR force in America. Her espionage and assault case goes to trial in New York next week. If she doesn't come back, it's fleeing prostitution.
She'll come back. Because next week, I will be taking the stand as lead witness, right beside her.
Lila, are you sure about this? Going back to New York now is walking straight into a trap. Eleanor's bought every outlet. Public opinion is against you. Some battles can't be won by running. I'm gonna wash off this filth with my own hands. Who are you? What do you want?
Miss Carter, we were sent by Mr. Nathaniel to ensure your safety. A private jet is ready on the American side. We'll guarantee you a safe landing. Welcome back, my weed.
Mr. Whitmore, I hear you're gonna be my witness next week? The heir of an old money dynasty testifying for a country singer accused of murder, that's quite the headline.
I told you, next time we meet, I'll stand beside you on your stage. The courtroom is our first show.
Your son is testifying for the defendant tonight. Any comment?
I trust the law will deliver a fair verdict. Certain girls who use their looks and low tactics to latch onto wealth, they'll be exposed eventually.
Honor, we have reason to believe the defendant, Lila Carter, exploited the plaintiff's emotional attachment to steal Whitmore Group's trade secrets and conspired with Caroline Beaumont to orchestrate the Metropolitan bombing attempted murder!
Your Honor, my income records, my itinerary, all of it can be made public. As for trade secrets, I write songs for a living.
What would I do with a medical conglomerate's money laundering ledgers?
Mr. Whitmore, as a victim of the bombing, are you certain you wish to testify for the suspect accused of trying to murder you? First, I'm not the victim. I'm a witness with knowledge of the truth.
Second, regarding the Metropolitan bombing, I have here a classified investigation report jointly issued by the DOJ and the FBI. The mastermind behind the bombing is Caroline Beaumont.
My mother, Eleanor, was unaware beforehand.
But after that, to conceal the two foundations' joint money laundering, she fabricated evidence to frame Lila Carter. She even provided means to destroy critical evidence. This isn't just defamation, it's criminal conspiracy and obstruction of justice.
Snatcher, you're fabricating evidence to frame your own mother!
Who would have thought the great Whitmore heir to crammed into our leaky apartment eating $15 takeout?
It's nice here. At least there are no wiretaps.
Young master, this is what the late Mrs. Whitmore, your grandmother, left for you.
She said, if one day you have nothing left, open it.
The lawyers are conducting the compliance audit now. The process is complex, but this trust has nothing to do with the laundering charges. It will be preserved.
Thank you, Andrew.
You ungrateful child. You sheltered that wild girl and gave 100 years of our family's legacy to the federal prosecutor.
Mother, that wasn't a legacy. It was built on other people's blood and tears. It was stolen money.
It's all because of you.
You cheap Southern trash! You destroyed everything we had! Ma'am, what destroyed you wasn't me. It was your greed for power and your disregard for human life.
The cuffs locked with a cold finality. Eleanor's strength drained away. The bailiffs led her down the long corridor. Nathaniel and Lila watched her disappear. Eleanor and Caroline were sentenced to fixed-term imprisonment for money laundering, harboring, and obstruction of justice. All illegal assets of the Whitmore Group were confiscated.
Miss Carter, now that your name is cleared, what's next?
I'm going home. Broadway in Nashville is still waiting for my songs.
And I'll be her first audience.
Lila, my good girl.
Dad, it's over. Everything's over now.
Young man, June told me everything.
Thank you for saving me, and for protecting my daughter.
Mr. Carter, I should be the one thanking Lila. She's the one who saved me.
Miss Carter! Oh no, I should call you a star now. Having you back, it's an honor for our little bar.
Manager, that half of my pay from last time.
You still haven't settled up, have you?
Settled. Absolutely. Here, 10 times the amount.
Scared now? Where was this energy? When you were blacklisting Lila?
Relax, manager. I'm doing a free live. Here tonight. No cover charge.
The night falls over Nashville. Outside the Bluebird Cafe, the line waits. Inside, the crowd buzzes with energy.
Tonight, no sad songs. This one's for my comrades in the hardest times.
Nathaniel, now bankrupt, raises his glass in a distant toast. White relieved smile forms on Nathaniel's face.
Feel the fire, let it burn tonight. We're breaking free, hearts on fire.
What are you thinking about?
Thinking about the old me. If it weren't for your risk assessment back then, I'd probably still be begging around for next month's drug money.
I'm sorry. I was so arrogant back then.
Dummy, without that report, how would I have known the cold, heartless Nathaniel Whitmore was actually a coward who couldn't get over his ex-girlfriend's ghost?
You really don't leave me any dignity, do you? But I finally feel light.
You really don't feel sad?
No.
That was a tomb with no warmth. Grandmother's trust is going through its final legal review. Once it clears, we'll find a place that truly belongs to us.
Careful with that one. It's Lila's baby.
Thanks for the hard work.
Smells good.
That's paint and new furniture. What's good about it?
It smells like you.
That's what's good.
Lila, let's get married.
A proposal? No diamond ring, no flowers, just like that?
My family assets are all frozen right now. This ring. I made it from the string you broke at Bluebird.
The first night I saw you. It's worthless. But it holds the most stunning moment of my life.
Nathaniel, you've really gotten sneaky. Learn to con people with sentimentality.
Lila, your Africa broadcast and your courtroom performance has showed me what real rock spirit looks like. We want you to pioneer a brand new country rock genre.
Oh my God, full creative freedom, and the royalty split is 50-50.
Dave, I appreciate the recognition, but I have one condition. I'm setting up my own music studio independent from Mustang Records. And Nathaniel will serve as its chief operating officer and business advisor.
The former CEO of the Whitmore Group running a tiny studio? Lila, you don't think small, but deal.
From now on, I'm officially Lila the Superstar's head manager. And I heard the grandmother's trust paperwork is making progress too. Double celebration.
Boss Carter, I'm working for you now. Please be gentle.
Don't worry, behave yourself, and your year-end bonus will be generous.
Mr. Nathaniel, the DOJ and court have completed the offshore trust audit. Your grandmother independent trust, after extensive compliance review, has been ruled entirely legitimate and unaffected by the laundering case. It's officially released.
What's the final amount? Approximately $20 million in liquid assets, plus the private estate in Nashville's West End. All paperwork is complete, ready for transfer anytime.
Good news? Grandmother's contingency plan came through. The paperwork is done.
Lila, I think I'm rich again. But this time, the money is clean.
The audit on Mrs. Whitmore Sr.'s trust was extremely strict, but the process is finally complete. It's all yours now, sir.
Lila, would you mind me having all this again?
Dummy. What I hated was never money. It was people who used dirty money to trample on dignity. Grandmother's love was clean, so this is our tool to make our dreams real.
Lila, the stage sound system just arrived. Top-of-the-line outdoor speakers. I can't believe we're hosting a music festival on our own estate.
This isn't an estate. This is the home base of the Weed Music Foundation. From now on, any young dreamer who can't afford promotion can come here to sing and record for free.
Nathaniel, you really did it. You didn't just escape the golden cage. You turned the cage into a garden.
Lila, the master for Feast of Weeds is done. This sound quality unbeatable.
Mason, next month's festival, how about you open the show?
Yes, I'll give it everything I've got.
Lila, online viewership just hit 10 million. You made it!
Tonight isn't about being famous. It's about being heard.
Nervous?
With you here, I'm not afraid of anything.
Welcome, Lila Carter!
They buried us in the dark, forgetting we were seeds all along.
Tonight, I want to invite my lover, my partner, and the most important listener in my life to finish this last line with me.
The wind can't scatter our song, life will bloom at last.
Nathaniel, we're really free.
Yes, Lila. From now on, no chains, no compromise.
Our song has only just begun.